Welcome to this tapping session on letting go of the self-doubt around being able to make the amount of money that you want to make in your business. So this session was requested via the tapping studio inside of the membership. So thank you to the person who requested this beautiful session. I have some notes and I am going to be using these notes to create the tapping language as we go through our session today. So this is specific to one person, but it is universal in its theme. So if you feel like what you want in terms of how much money you want to make in your business or where you want your business to go, if you feel like that's a bit of a stretch or reach, or you're just not sure that you can do it, there's some self-doubt creeping in, this session is going to be helpful. All right, so let's dive right in. Put your feet on the floor, take a nice big deep breath. Just get grounded in your chair. Feel into your body, feel into your emotions, feel into that self-doubt, any fear, any resistance. When you think about making X amount of dollars in your business, what comes up? What are the fears? What are the doubts? What are the thought loops? What are the monkey mind thoughts? Just notice. What are the feelings? Just notice where you're feeling that in your body. And you might want to write down if there's a specific thought or a couple of thoughts. You can pause the video, write those down. Just have those in mind as we are moving through the points. So as you tune into that resistance, just notice on the 0 to 10 scale, 0 being no resistance, no self-doubt at all, and 10 being all the resistance and all the self-doubt in the world. First number that comes to mind, and just notice, write that number down on a Post-it or a piece of paper so you have it for reference at the end. And I'm going to take a sip of water. And we are going to start on the karate chop point. Even though there's all this resistance to making this amount of money in my business, all this self-doubt, and it's keeping me from being aligned with my true self. And it's keeping me from following my heart and taking up more space. And there's a big part of me that does not want to let this resistance, this self-doubt go. Maybe because if I let it go, my family members may judge me. Because I will be doing something different than they did. And redefining success for myself. And they may not like that. So it feels safer to hold on to this self-doubt. And maybe I don't want to let this go, this self-doubt, because I can't let it be too easy. Making money, following my heart. I am loyal to the old paradigm through and through. That's what feels safest and most familiar. And maybe for other reasons, known or unknown, true or not, valid or not, from this lifetime or any other lifetime. And I want to get to the bottom of this. And I want to love, honor, and acknowledge all of my parts. especially the ones that are stuck in this self-doubt and aren't sure that they can hit their goals and reach their dreams. And the parts that feel safer playing a little small. The parts that don't want to be judged. I want to thank those parts for showing up today, for trying to keep me safe in the only way that they know how. And I want to let them know it's safe to speak and they're welcome here. Okay, shake out your hands, take a deep breath. All this doubt that I can do it. This is the first time I'm going to be focusing full time on my business. And I just don't know if it's possible for me. There's all this self-doubt. It just can't be too easy. I mean, everyone in my family had a job. They struggled. They had one version, one definition of success. Who am I to break that? I was taught that the only secure option is having a job. And so it feels safer to stay stuck, quote unquote, to hold myself back than to let myself believe in my dream, to let myself believe it's possible for me. That stuckness is protecting me from my family's perceived judgment. I don't want to be judged. I don't want them to get the wrong idea. And it is my job, my soul's purpose, to fit into my family's definition of success. No, it's not. Part of me thinks it is. Because if that part didn't think that, it wouldn't feel stuck. So it works longer. It stays loyal to the old pattern. It follows the old definition of success. And it avoids family judgment. But it doesn't avoid judgment altogether, because I'm judging it for staying stuck. Well, that's interesting. So whether I stay stuck or move beyond the stuckness, I'm likely to receive judgment. But better my judgment than my family's judgment, because I prefer to throw myself on the sacrificial fire of other people's comfort than to do what's right for me. Uh, no, I don't think so. That's definitely not the pattern I want to run. That's definitely not my soul's freaking purpose. I'm here to be aligned with my truest self. And my truest self doesn't sacrifice herself, doesn't throw herself in the fire so other people can be comfortable or warm. That's an old pattern, an old paradigm, something that I learned that no longer serves me. I am done with that pattern. I am here to follow my heart, whether people judge me or not. So maybe the problem isn't stuckness. Maybe it's that I'm not used to feeling other people be uncomfortable and being uncomfortable myself and letting myself move forward anyway. Maybe the problem is trying to manage and control other people's experience of life rather than keeping the focus on myself. Maybe I can let that go. Because let's be honest, I could never control that in the first place. It's not my job, and it's not possible. So yeah, they might judge me. They might have feelings. That's okay. They might not approve of my choices or how I'm doing my business or living my life. That's okay. My truest self can withstand other people being uncomfortable around me. That's okay. My loyalty is not to other people's comfort levels. My loyalty is to my truest self, my most authentic self. And I am tapping into the power of my truest self, my most authentic self, right now, in every cell of my body. That power gets stronger as I tap, giving myself permission to follow my heart, regardless of how anyone else might feel about it, regardless of if it makes me a little uncomfortable to do that, to follow my heart. That's the fire I'm willing to walk through. The fire of my own discomfort in staying true to myself and my own heart and my own inner knowing. That's what I'm committed to. Staying true to my own heart. And I am willing to be uncomfortable to do it. Because when I allow myself, give myself permission to be a little uncomfortable stepping into my true self, I'm able to take up more space in the world. Because boy, does that feel uncomfortable the first time I let myself do it. Boy, does that feel uncomfortable when other people might be judging me. And I am building my capacity to do it anyway. Tapping into it's safe to feel comfortable with other people's judgment. It's safe to feel comfortable with my own discomfort. Being uncomfortable is a sign that I am doing this right, that I am taking new actions and creating change in my life positively in the direction of my dreams. Tapping into feeling more centered, feeling more grounded, giving myself permission to expand so I can have more time for myself and more time to enjoy my life. Giving myself permission to break the habit of overworking and undercharging, to charge a more than enough rate, even if it feels a little uncomfortable at first. And to expand in my life so that I can travel and inspire the people around me and live my life in a way that is aligned with my truest self. That is what I'm here for. That is what I'm tapping into. Letting go of any remaining resistance to knowing what's possible for me. Letting go of any remaining self-doubt, any old program, and tapping into it's safe to follow my heart, to be my most authentic self, to feel comfortable with people's discomfort, and to believe in myself and my dreams in every cell of my body. Okay, shake out your hands, take a deep breath. Tune back into your body, into your energy. Notice if anything has shifted or changed, if any memories, emotions, or thoughts have come up. If they have, you may want to write them down so you can go back and tap again with those things in mind. And tune back into that self-doubt, that disbelief. Tune back in. Notice if you feel it in your body still. If you do, what's the intensity? Has it shifted? Has it moved? Has it gone down? Just notice. And whatever number you're at, if you went from like a 5 to a 4, ask yourself now, What's keeping me from being at a 3? And that's going to give you more information as to what the next layer of your tapping onion is. And you can go back and tap again with that in mind. Even if I'm not saying the exact words, as long as you have that in mind, you're going to get movement on whatever that thing that came up is. So I hope this tapping session was helpful. Thank you so much for tapping with me. Moving forward is, man, people are going to judge. People are going to have opinions. People are going to say stupid shit. And your job, your only loyalty is to this right here that connects you to that up there. That's it. And the discomfort, feeling a little uncomfortable, feeling a little like, oh, I don't want to like hear the judgment or the resistance or the fear that other people have about my life or the opinions. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. And you're going to hear it. And as long as you know that you're good in here and that you can withstand feeling a little uncomfortable as you move towards your goals and dreams, you will move towards your goals and dreams, despite what the outside world may or may not reflect back to you. You've got this. Keep tuning in here, keep connecting this to that, and you are golden. Thank you so much for tapping with me. And please give this video a like if you found it helpful. Subscribe to my channel for more, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.